Cooking is my favorite thing to do, especially when I'm burning down the kitchen. Alright, so maybe cooking isn't my strong suit, but lately I've been really wanting to learn how to cook. Mainly because takeout is destroying my bank account. Now I could look at these reliable sources, but why would I do that when I could look at TikTok? I know it's not the first place you would look at when trying to learn how to cook, but trust me, what I'm about to show you is amazing.
The perfect steak.
I'm not sorry. If I had to see it, you're gonna see it too. And not only was the food getting absolutely violated, I felt absolutely violated watching this. And all that for the food to come out raw. You might as well grab some raw meat, put it on a plate, and call it a day. Now, I don't know if this chef just prefers his food straight from the cow raw, but me personally, I'm not trying to end up in the ICU with a side of food poisoning. So here's something weird. Whenever you watch these cooking videos, for some reason, these guys always end up shirtless. Like without fail, you could stick these guys in the coldest kitchen on earth and they would still be whipping up recipes half naked. You know what? Maybe being shirtless boosts your cooking skills. Think about a shirt on, that's level 1, basic, boring. But shirt off, suddenly we're talking about infinite levels of skill. I mean, one might say, things are getting spicy. But honestly, I can't actually imagine eating something made by this guy. Like imagine waiting patiently for your food. It arrives, you dig in, only to find a video of the chef finger blasting your food. I mean, I would still eat it though, because you know, there's people starving, you know what I mean? Like, are you really going to be the one to waste good food? Actually, I don't think I would call it good food. You know, I'm starting to suspect that these guys aren't exactly here for the cooking. Just a random guess. But hey, maybe this is what I need to do to become a professional chef. I mean, I'm learning from the top experts on TikTok. So how much worse could it really get? Right? Genuinely, why was he humping the countertop? In all my years, I never thought I'd witness the day someone air humped their own food. Someone please hide the cooking utensils from this man immediately. In fact, let's just ban him from all kitchens right now. This isn't exactly the master chef that I grew up watching. All right, now it's time to see how their food turns out. I mean, the goal here is to end up being a professional chef, and I'm committed to that goal, even if it means violating a few dishes along the way. Okay, let's be real. That shit actually looks kind of good. I'd totally eat it if he wasn't handling the recipe in such a weird way. Like, what is he even doing to the eggs? And why is his entire face buried in the dough? Now, certain people would still eat this after seeing all that. And trust me, I'm not lying. But imagine if you didn't know the backstory. But I'm not gonna lie, this food was fire. How did you make it? I mean, where do I start? The dough. I was whipping it up nicely. I was smacking it around. I was grabbing on it. I shoved it in my face. And the eggs, oh my God, it was running, it was dripping on my hands. And when I mixed it up, I put it deep inside that dough. And you enjoyed it. Honestly, they could make the food normally, but let's be real. It's not about the food at this point. This is officially a cinematic masterpiece. Get this in theaters immediately. Like, come on, you're telling me you wouldn't watch this in theaters? That was just so beautiful. My eyes are truly blessed. I mean, one thing's for sure, this man knows how to cook. I mean, it's way better than anything I could make. So naturally, I wanted to drop a nice little comment saying, wow, W cooking. Bro has infinite riz. But to my horror, I saw these comments instead. I identify as his ingredients now. The way you insert them fingers. The way he was holding the flour after applying oil. Yup. That's enough of that. This has got to be one of the wildest comment sections I've ever seen. The poor guy can't even cook in peace anymore. Like, sure, he's really going to town on that dough, grabbing the fuck out of it and shoving his fingers inside it. But that's obviously just to enhance the quality of the food. There's no other reason, right? And listen, if you've got some dough and you give it a good smack, it instantly becomes better. Results may vary. All right, as good as this looks, I'm ready to dive into something different. I want to learn how to make some themed foods. And of course, if we're gonna do this right, we need to learn from the best, which means this guy. Nah, I can't just ignore that. Who's nuts? Daddy's nuts? That's crazy. Imagine walking into a store and someone says, so, what would you like? Oh, me? I want me some nuts. Okay, sure, here we go. Nah, I don't want me just any type of nuts. I want me some of daddy's nuts. What? Anyway, someone is out here gatekeeping daddy's nuts because the supply is low as hell. Now, here's what the final product looks like. Yeah, that's how you know that shit was fire. Now, remember the comments on the last post? Somehow they got even worse with comments like, yes, I've been a bad girl. Well, hi, the food looks great. Totally not simping over the chef. Ugh, fine. Wait. It's exactly what you think it is. Now, this is a whole different level from the usual wild comments. Like, sure, you might see some wild stuff here and there, but this is on a whole nother level. And then I figured out why after seeing comments like, Book Talk, we here? Book Talk has summoned me. Well, I guess now we know why the comments went from, I like the way you dip your fingers in that dough, to, let me spread my ass. Anyway, Book Talk is my favorite community, and I will defend them with my life, no matter what. All right, I think it's time for us to expand our food selection. We've seen raw meat, we've seen desserts, we've seen themed foods. Now it's finally time for us to dive into some seafood. I mean, who doesn't love seafood? Unless you're allergic, then good luck. Man, imagine being that lobster. 1 minute you're in the ocean chilling, living your best life, only to be taken out. And the next, you're being spread open by some TikToker. That poor lobster corpse is getting absolutely violated right now, only to be eaten by the same dude who violated its corpse. I think it's safe to say TikTokers need to stay far away from dead animals. All right, guys, the moment has finally come. I'm taking everything I learned and I'm about to make the most challenging dish of all time. A dish so complex, it's gonna take hours to perfect. A sandwich. But not just any sandwich. Thanks to my TikTok training, this is gonna be the best sandwich of all time. So, let's get to it. Okay, so we got the bread. One of them has a hole in it. I wonder if I should stick my... Okay, now we got the peanut butter and we're gonna put it on the bread. And ta-da, we have a peanut butter sandwich. I guess I gotta get shirtless. Okay, so we got the final result here. I guess it's time for me to go ahead and eat it. There's a hole in it too, by the way. Just letting y'all know. So good. So good. I love it. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing, bro. I'm gonna get a water right now. Anyways, it's been your boy AERA, the one and only master chef. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe and check out the others. And I'll see you guys next time where I'll boil some eggs shirtless. All right.